Sarah, are you done with your part-time job today?
Yes, I'm done, but it's unusual for you to contact me directly, Martha.
It's nothing. It's just that you've been a stay-at-home mom for so long and now you've started working. I'm worried you might be neglecting things at home.
Oh, I see. Of course, I'm managing fine.
Are you sure about that? Michael mentioned the house isn't as tidy as before.
I'm still adjusting to the new schedule, but I'm keeping up with everything important.
That's what everyone says at first. Your priorities might be shifting without you realizing.
Since I'm working full-time now, things aren't exactly the same as before, but I don't think there's anything for you to worry about.
Is that really true? You've always been clumsy.
I wouldn't say clumsy, just different priorities sometimes.
Different priorities? Your home and family should always be first priority. Can you really balance work and housework?
I think I'm doing well in my own way. Emma's helping out too.
That won't do. You started this job to pay for Emma's college tuition, right?
Yes, her university costs are going to be more than we initially planned for.
The one downtown? That's quite expensive, isn't it?
It has the program she wants. We've been saving, but we need a bit more.
She has college entrance exams next year, so don't make her do housework and let her focus on studying.
She helps during her study breaks, so it's fine.
Study breaks should be for resting her mind, not doing chores you should be handling.
Emma says it's a good change of pace, so it's not a problem.
For heaven's sake, you're Michael's wife and Emma's mother. I need you to be more responsible.
I'm sorry?
Being sorry doesn't clean the house or make proper meals. Besides, Michael makes enough money, doesn't he?
He does work hard at his job, yes.
Then why are you working? Isn't his salary sufficient? I don't think you need to work part-time and burden Emma.
That's true, but considering cram school and the university Emma wants to attend, I'm a bit worried. The money we've saved so far might not be enough.
Not enough? Are you wasting money on something?
No, we've been careful with our spending.
Weren't you in charge of managing the finances?
No, it's just that we've had some unexpected expenses.
What expenses? Nothing should take priority over your child's education.
That's true. Michael has been...
Has been what? Speak clearly.
He's been spending more on his hobbies lately.
Even if that's the case, controlling the finances is your job. I'm always firm with my husband about this, too.
You're right. I understand, but...
No buts. If you're a mother, you need to take responsibility.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Apologizing so quickly is also a problem. You've been married to Michael for 17 years now. Stop making me lecture you.
Yes.
And make sure the house is clean when Michael gets home. He shouldn't have to come back to a messy home after working all day.
I understand. I'll do better.
Good. Remember, a happy home is a tidy home with good meals. Don't let your job interfere with that.
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you for your concern.
Sarah, this lunchbox is just leftovers and frozen food.
I made it fresh this morning. Those aren't leftovers.
It tastes like leftovers, and I can tell you used those pre-made side dishes.
I did use some prepared vegetables to save time, but the main dish is freshly made.
You've been cutting corners a lot lately. It seriously makes me lose motivation, so stop it.
Sorry, I've been busy with my part-time job. But it's all your favorite dishes, right?
That's not the point. Don't justify your laziness.
It's not laziness. I wake up an hour earlier now to prepare everything before work.
You should wake up earlier then. My colleagues' wives manage to make proper lunches.
I'm already getting up at 5:30 a.m. to prepare breakfast, lunch, and dinner preparations.
I'm working hard every day for you guys. Don't you feel bad at all?
That's a harsh way to put it.
Is it? I think I'm being pretty reasonable here.
I'm working now too, unlike before, so things can't be the same.
Excuses again. Aren't you embarrassed?
About what? Taking a job to help our daughter go to college?
About not being able to handle your responsibilities. There are people out there who manage just fine while working part-time.
I am managing. Everything important is getting done.
The lunch in front of me says otherwise. If you can't, that's your problem. It's pathetic as your husband.
Even if you say that,
What? You think I'm being unreasonable?
I think you could be more understanding during this transition period.
You keep making excuses. That's why my mom doesn't like you.
Your mother has her own standards. I'm doing my best.
Your best isn't good enough then. You need to do better. She was angry at you just recently, so reflect on that more.
I'm sorry.
Sorry doesn't cut it. I apologize on your behalf while sending money, but please spare me from this in the future.
What? Money? What money? Hey, Michael. What the hell is this about? You withdrew more money I saved for Emma's tuition? The money I've been saving all year.
That? I use it for renovating my parents' house.
Are you serious? Renovation? When did you decide this? Why didn't you tell me?
It was a sudden decision. Dad called saying they needed help with repairs.
So you just took all of our daughter's college fund without discussing it with me?
My parents are getting old. We need to make a barrier free for them.
We could have discussed this and found another solution.
There wasn't time. The contract needed a deposit right away. Thanks for saving the money. It helped.
Don't mess with me. It's $12,000, Michael. $12,000.
I know how much it is. I wrote the check myself.
That was our daughter's future. We've been saving that specifically for her education.
My parents' safety is important too. They could fall and hurt themselves.
Emma's college entrance exams are this year. What are you planning to do?
I don't care about the tuition.
How can you say that about your own daughter?
This is my decision as your husband. Don't complain as just a wife.
Just a wife? I'm Emma's mother and your partner. This should have been a joint decision.
When it comes to my parents, I make the decisions.
I understand that your parents are important, but more important than your daughter's tuition?
That's how it is for me.
So your parents come before your child?
My parents raised me. I owe them everything. Besides, you two can live comfortably thanks to me. You know how much I earn for you all?
This isn't about your income. It's about our daughter's future that we planned together.
Complain over just $12,000.
We're working because that $12,000 is what we're short on, right? How can you say that?
With this mouth, but who do you think you are, working just a little bit?
I'm working to make up for the shortfall in Emma's tuition that you caused with your spending.
Can you cover Emma's living expenses of your earnings?
That's not the point, and you know it.
You can't, right? Then don't complain about my decisions.
Says the guy who spent tens of thousands on model cars. What are you even saying? Michael, are your model cars more important than us?
Maybe.
Wow, you can't be serious right now.
I used to work for the family, but lately it feels pointless. I have no time for myself. Emma's grown up and not cute anymore.
She's not supposed to stay a little girl forever. She's becoming an adult who needs our support.
Well, I need support too. My hobbies keep me sane with all the pressure at work. You're always focused on Emma and don't appreciate me enough. It's exhausting.
Oh, really? I guess the Michael I married is gone now.
People change. You've changed too.
I've changed by taking on more responsibility, not less. Fine then. You'd better remember this.
Why are you getting mad? Scary.
You think I'm scary now? You have no idea.
Well, you can't survive without me anyway, so your threats are pointless.
Is that what you think? That I can't manage without you?
Of course. Where would you get money? Where would you live? Think realistically.
I'm thinking very realistically right now. Don't worry about that.
Whatever. Just drop it. What's done is done.
Yes, what's done is done, and what will be done is still to come.
What's that supposed to mean?
You'll see.
Michael, how is Emma's college prep going? Is she doing okay?
She'll be fine.
That's not very specific. How are her practice test scores?
I don't know the details. That's Sarah's department. She seems to be studying, so there's nothing for you to worry about, Mom.
I see. Has she decided which schools to apply to?
The same ones we discussed before. Nothing's changed.
Sarah's working part-time for the tuition, but is that going well?
Oh, yeah, it should be fine.
You don't sound confident. Is there a problem with the tuition savings?
No problem at all. Everything's on track.
Good, because I know how expensive college can be these days.
But lately, Sarah's been slacking housework. That's more of a problem.
Is that so? I gave Sarah a warning last year, but I guess balancing work and housework is difficult for her.
What? Mom, are you in contact with Sarah?
Yes, very occasionally.
Since when? Why didn't you tell me?
I didn't think I needed your permission to talk to my daughter-in-law.
Is that right? By the way, what do you talk about?
Oh, nothing you'd find interesting. Women's things, mostly.
Come on, tell me. What does Sarah talk to you about?
Since when are you interested in my conversations with her?
I'm just curious. My mom and wife are talking behind my back.
We really don't talk about anything important. When we talked last year, I just told her not to neglect her household duties.
What else? For example, about money?
Money? Why would you ask that specifically?
No reason, just wondering.
Oh, since she started working part-time, I did ask her about that. You know, with Emma's tuition and all, and since Sarah manages the money, right?
Right, she does.
I just asked if she was handling that part properly.
I see. That's fine then.
What is this all about? You've never cared about this before.
No, just curiosity. Mom, you don't like Sarah, right?
Who told you that?
It's obvious from how you talk about her. So I was surprised to hear that you're in contact with her.
Don't say I don't like her. I may be strict with her, but that doesn't mean I dislike her.
But you always criticize her cooking and cleaning.
I'm trying to help her improve. That's different from disliking someone. But you're acting strangely today.
Not at all. Anyway, I'll keep an eye on Sarah as her husband.
Keep an eye on her? What does that mean?
Just making sure she's handling everything well with work and home.
That sounds more like surveillance than support.
Mom, you don't need to worry about Sarah.
What's gotten into you all of a sudden? You're acting very strange today.
I'm not strange. Just that Sarah gets intimidated when you talk to her.
Intimidated? She's never seemed intimidated to me.
She hides it well, but she's told me. And it must be a hassle for you to contact her too.
It's no hassle at all. I actually enjoy our conversations.
The way things are now isn't good for either of you.
I think I can decide for myself who I want to talk to, Michael.
Of course, but as your son, I'm just looking out for you.
Well, if you insist, I'll refrain from contacting her in the future.
Please do. I have an early start tomorrow, so I'll head off now.
All right. You're not telling me everything, but I'll let it go for now.
Nothing to tell. Everything's fine.
Tell Emma to keep up with her studies.
Will do. Good night, Mom.
Good night, Michael.
Sarah, where are you? What about dinner?
I told you I'd be home late today because I had something to do.
You didn't mention anything this morning.
I texted you about it at lunch. Check your messages.
Oh, I see it now. Still, you should have reminded me.
Dinner's in the fridge. Just heat it up.
What is it? Not leftovers again, I hope.
It's the beef stew you like. Made fresh this morning.
Got it. By the way, do you know where my model car collection went?
Which ones specifically?
All of them. The display cabinet is empty. You probably just put it away somewhere.
Oh, that? I sold all of it.
You what?
You heard me. I sold your collection.
Is this some kind of joke?
You were right about them being premium items. The most expensive ones sold for about $3,000.
The vintage Ferrari? You sold that?
Yes, to a collector who was very happy to get it. There were so many that it totaled over $10,000.
Wait, what are you doing? You actually sold them?
Of course. Thanks to that, we should be able to manage Emma's tuition. Thank you for collecting them all this time.
Don't mess with me. You know how much effort it took me to collect all those?
About the same effort it took me to save $12,000 for Emma's tuition.
That's different. And you just sold them for tuition? What the hell have you done?
I couldn't care less about your effort. My daughter's tuition is more important to me.
Those were irreplaceable. Some were limited editions.
Emma's future is irreplaceable too. I've turned a blind eye until now because it was a small hobby, but I'm not nice enough to overlook it in this situation.
This is the worst. Even between spouses, there are things you can and can't do.
Like taking money saved for your child's education without discussing it?
Those are my belongings. You had no right to sell them.
You bought them with money that was saved for Emma's tuition, right?
Not all of them.
Enough of them. The money had to come from somewhere. Then I took a part-time job to make up for it, and you used that money without permission too. You're the one who couldn't tell right from wrong.
You always have a comeback. Fine. I'm divorcing you.
Is that supposed to scare me?
I'll claim compensation for what you sold too.
Even if I have to pay compensation later, we need the tuition money now. If you can pay that, I'll give you the divorce and pay the compensation.
You said it. After living off my earnings all these years.
I haven't been living off anything. I've been working as your partner, raising our daughter, maintaining our home.
As if that's the same as bringing in a real income. It's too late for regrets now.
As if I'd regret anything at this point. I did this fully prepared for the consequences.
You'll regret it when you're struggling to make ends meet on your own.
Unlike you, I'm not going to abandon my responsibilities as a parent.
I haven't abandoned anything. I just prioritize differently.
You prioritized your hobbies over your daughter's future. That's abandonment in my book.
This conversation is over. I'm calling a lawyer tomorrow.
Good. I'll be ready.
Sarah, I heard from Michael. So you're getting divorced.
Martha, I'm sorry. I'm sorry it ended up like this.
You don't need to apologize.
But I sold Michael's collection without permission. I know that was wrong.
You've been through a lot of trouble because of us. I always thought you were clumsy from the beginning. Your cooking wasn't good and you weren't great at other housework either.
I know I've never met your standards. I tried my best.
No matter how many times I taught you, you just couldn't get it right.
I'm sorry.
And you always apologize immediately when something happens. You're a hopeless daughter-in-law.
I suppose I am.
You really remind me of how I used to be.
How you used to be, Martha?
When I first married Michael's father, I had never done housework before.
Really? But you're so good at everything now.
Practice and necessity, and a lot of tears. My late mother scolded me so many times. In the end, I never became the daughter-in-law she expected.
I find that hard to believe. You're so capable.
I got better, but never perfect in her eyes. But when my mother was dying, she told me that I had become a good daughter-in-law.
I'm still not good at all, and I've just disappointed you.
That's true. Selling your husband's belongings without permission and getting divorced makes you a failure as a wife.
I know. Yes, I'm sorry.
But you've become a really good mother.
What?
You heard me. A good mother puts her child first. I heard from Emma. You took action because Michael used the tuition money, right?
Yes, he took the money we'd been saving. I didn't know what else to do.
Taking on all these risks to pay for Emma's tuition. You should be proud of this. You did the right thing as a mother.
Martha, I didn't expect you to understand.
Compared to you, I still have a long way to go. Even though I've been lecturing you all this time. It's embarrassing. I'm truly sorry.
No, you don't need to apologize. I should be the one apologizing.
For what? For prioritizing your daughter's education? Michael told you he used the money for us, right?
Yes. He said he sent you support money and used it for renovating your house.
But we never received any support, and there's been no renovation.
What? Then where did the money go?
I was surprised when Emma told me too. He probably used it for his hobbies.
His model cars? But he already had so many.
There was a limited edition release recently, very expensive. He's been complaining recently about not having enough money for his hobbies.
I see. So he lied about helping you.
As his mother, I apologize for my son's dishonesty. I'm truly sorry. It's our responsibility that we raised him to do such things.
You didn't raise him to lie. That was his choice as an adult.
Still, I feel responsible. He's my son. So if you need compensation, just say so. We'll pay the full amount.
For me? Why would you go that far? I thought you didn't like me.
How could I? From the moment you married Michael, you became my daughter.
But you've always been so critical of me.
That's why I've been strict with you, so you wouldn't end up like me. And now my daughter has shown me something admirable as a mother.
I was just trying to protect Emma's future.
At least let me do this much.
Thank you, Martha. That means more than you know.
We're family, Sarah. That doesn't end with a divorce.
I submitted the divorce papers. Now you and I are strangers.
That's right. Thank you for everything.
For what? You took everything from me.
For the good years. For Emma. Goodbye.
Good riddance to the two of you. Now I can use all my money for my hobbies, not get nagged and not have to deal with my ungrateful daughter.
Emma isn't ungrateful. She's hurt by your choices.
Whatever. She chose you over me anyway. It's all good for me.
That's right. Good for you.
That's not all. I'm still going to claim compensation.
For your model cars? We already discussed this.
I want every penny back. Those were collector items worth far more than what you sold them for. After divorcing me, you'll struggle just to make ends meet. Serves you right.
About that, Martha and Jim said they'd pay the compensation.
What? Why would my parents pay?
Everything you've done has been exposed.
What are you talking about?
The lies about sending money to your parents and renovating their house.
You heard that from my parents?
Yes. And given the circumstances, they said they'd pay the compensation themselves.
My parents are taking your side?
They're taking Emma's side, as grandparents should. But that probably won't be necessary. Because I don't think your claim for compensation will be accepted.
What do you mean?
Legally, it's wrong to sell or throw away someone's personal property without permission, even between spouses.
Exactly, so I'll win the compensation claim.
That's not incorrect, but misappropriation of shared assets is equally wrong, you know?
But that's different. It has nothing to do with what you did.
If you had actually been supporting your parents, your misappropriation wouldn't have been an issue, but it was just for personal use, right?
So what? It was my money to begin with.
No, it was our money, joint finances in a marriage. Then it was an unnecessary expense. Nothing that should take priority over your daughter's tuition, which had a clear purpose.
Who decides what's unnecessary?
In this case, probably a judge. In other words, what I did will likely be understood considering the circumstances.
Huh? That's ridiculous. What about my model cars? You sold them without permission. Are you saying that's acceptable?
There's a high probability that will be the judgment.
They're saying my compensation claim won't go through?
Probably not. Besides, the amount you misappropriated is higher anyway, so even if your compensation claim is accepted, it won't matter.
Gotta be kidding me. I can't believe this is happening.
Well, everything else is going your way, so isn't that good? You'll be free without me and Emma, so be happy about it.
This is the worst.
It's the consequence of your choices, Michael. Nothing more, nothing less.
Mom, you told Sarah unnecessary things and now I can't get compensation.
So it's my fault? Save that nonsense for when you're sleeping. You're the one who lied.
I admit lying was wrong, but this is too much.
Too much? You stole your daughter's college fund from model cars.
I didn't steal it. That money was partly mine too. Why are you taking my wife's side instead of your own son's?
I told Sarah this too, but from the moment you two got married, Sarah became my daughter. It's only natural that I take her side when she was betrayed by her husband.
That's what doesn't make sense to me. We're divorced now. She's a complete stranger now.
Your father and I didn't accept Sarah with such shallow commitment. If you hadn't divorced, she would have been family for life.
But in this situation, that's strange. Shouldn't parents naturally take their child's side?
That's rich coming from someone who didn't take his own daughter's side.
I did take Emma's side. I've provided for her all these years.
Providing financially is only part of being a parent. Besides, the cause of this divorce is you.
It's Sarah. She sold all my things without my permission.
After you took money meant for Emma's education.
But Mom, you didn't like Sarah.
I never said I didn't like her.
You criticized her constantly.
You just misunderstood. I admit I've been harsh with Sarah all this time, calling her an incompetent daughter-in-law, but that was for her growth.
It's not how it seemed to me.
I actually respect her as a formidable parent. Much more than you, who tried to probe me and warn me not to let her know about your lies.
You knew?
After I found out about your lies, I pretty much figured it out. It's truly shameful. I can't apologize enough to Sarah. To think she's been taking care of such a worthless son all this time.
What? She wasn't taking care of me. They were living off my earnings. I was taking care of them.
Do you really think you earned that income all by yourself? It's thanks to Sarah doing the housework, cooking, and childcare.
Anyone could do those things.
She prepared an environment where you could focus on work and gave you a reason to focus. Not even realizing that makes you unacceptable as a husband and as a parent.
What are you saying? I haven't done anything wrong.
If you truly believe that, then I've failed as a mother. As a mother, all I can say is that you'll be the one who regrets it when you realize.
Realize what? That my wife sold my treasure collection?
That you traded your family for toys.
They weren't toys. They were valuable collectibles.
And your family wasn't valuable? But by then, it will be too late, no matter how you feel.
Being dramatic, I'll be fine.
We'll see. Your father and I won't be supporting you anymore.
What does that mean?
It means you're on your own now, just like you wanted.
But I never said I wanted to be cut off from you.
Your actions spoke louder than your words. Goodbye, Michael.
Sarah, it's been a while. How have you been? Is Emma going to college properly?
What is it now? We're divorced. We're strangers now.
We may be divorced, but I'm still Emma's father.
You haven't acted like it for years.
What's wrong with caring about my daughter?
Emma and I are living just fine. We don't need your concern, so please don't contact me.
Don't be like that. I got cut off by my parents shortly after our divorce.
That's not my problem.
They won't even answer my calls anymore. I'm all alone now. I'm not even looking for a new wife.
So you're lonely and want your ex-wife to keep you company? Are you kidding me?
That's not it. Things just aren't what I expected.
What did you expect? That everyone would just accept your selfishness?
I expected freedom, but it feels empty. After divorcing you, living where no one welcomes me home, not being nagged by you, not having to deal with Emma and getting tired, the life I wanted wasn't this.
Well, that's not something for me. Why don't you complain at a bar or something?
That's not what I mean. Bars are full of strangers. They don't care.
And you think I do?
It's just that when I remember our married life, it makes me want to cry. Despite everything, I realize I actually like that life.
You should have thought of that before you stole our daughter's tuition money.
I know I made mistakes, serious ones. Hey, can we start over?
Please stop joking around.
I'm serious. I miss you. I miss Emma.
We've finally gotten used to our current life. Emma is enjoying college, and I'm working as a full-time employee.
That's great to hear. I'm glad she made it to college.
No thanks to you. I don't want you disrupting our lives.
That's harsh. I thought about things and reflected.
Reflection doesn't undo damage.
I regret divorcing for such selfish reasons. I'll never do that again. Please give me one more chance.
When we first got married, you were a good husband who cared about his family.
I can be that man again, I promise.
I loved our life with you, me, and Emma.
Let's start over. Is that kind of family even now?
You're the one who let go of that important family.
I know, and it was the biggest mistake of my life.
Once you let go of something precious, it never comes back. Live with that regret for the rest of your life.
Sarah, please! People make mistakes! I've learned from mine!
That's all I can say to you as your ex-wife.
Can I at least talk to Emma?
She doesn't want to talk to you. That's her decision.
Will you tell her I asked about her?
Goodbye.
Sarah, wait!
After our divorce, Michael continues to live a lonely life as his parents still refuse to see him. Emma also refuses to see Michael, so he is truly alone. Without family obligations, he now has more financial freedom. He can spend as much money as he wants on his hobbies, but I'm sure Michael's heart will never be fulfilled for the rest of his life. He let go of what truly mattered and chose an empty life, so facing that regret for the rest of his days is fitting. As for me, divorcing cleared the cloud that had been hanging over me, and I'm living each day with a refreshed spirit. Emma seems to be enjoying her college life, and she smiles more than before the divorce. I've maintained my relationship with my in-laws even after the divorce, and I'm still learning a lot from Martha. I want to continue growing as a mother under